Pisces, welcome to your energy reading for June 8th to the 14th. We're going to be taking a look at the head and heart environment as well as relationship with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they are not going to resonate with everyone. My name is Catherine. This is Oracle Intuitions. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If this reading does resonate with you, please click subscribe, please click like, as it really does help my channel to grow and it is greatly appreciated. Also, if you would like to take a look at their feelings for you for this week, this is a current energy reading, I did put a link above and there's also one in the description box below. And you can also take a look at your June forecast as well. And that description or that link is in the description box also. If you would like a personal reading, please contact me at oracleintuitions.com. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see what is going on with our Pisces. So first card coming through, we have Root Girl, the disowned self. Deep quiet, meditation and stillness, and we have in the hand, the universe is your partner. So it does feel like there is this place of deep contemplation over this next week. It does, and this might even be past energy for some of you. Okay, it might not be current energy, but it does feel like it's almost as though you have this knowing now that you need to work with the universe, or that you are working with the universe, okay? It does feel as though things are maybe even presenting themselves or starting to present themselves in a more positive way, or at the very least, you're having this understanding that things will work within divine timing, okay? Because the universe is your partner, and it's not going to bring things to you until you're quite ready, or until, you know, maybe perhaps another party is ready, or even the situation is ready to, you know, introduce you into this collaboration in some way. All right, but this is about getting back to your roots. It's about discovering who you are. And you may have been in this place where you didn't really feel, it's almost like you may have been in this energy of even panic or anxiety, all right, for some of you. And this feels like it could have been, you know, going on for a while. But it also really talks about you're now connecting to your roots. You're now connecting to who you are on the inside. We also have this deep quiet, right? Meditation and stillness. So you might have been really quiet, especially on social media. Maybe perhaps you've just been quiet, you know, with people around you. Maybe you're just, again, you're getting into this place where you're starting to really understand who you are, why you do the things you do. Maybe perhaps getting back to that core self, okay, the deep self of who you truly are. And I feel like for some of you, may have been even running on sort of automatic pilot. So even though maybe you really didn't feel anxiety from situations, it almost feels like in the past, because you had reacted maybe in a more negative form or a negative place towards, you know, situations that were happening externally, even though it didn't feel quite right for you to react that way. Okay, I hope that that makes sense. It's almost like sometimes we get into this place where we tend to overthink, or we tend to react from a negative source, simply because we have reacted that way in the past. But our true self knows that there's no need to panic. There's no need to be in a place of anxiety. It kind of just bringing up old things that we need to clear. And that's what I'm getting. So let's take a look, right? We have that Root Girl. We've got that Ten of Cups. We've got the King of Swords. So there's a lot of clarity coming in. I do feel that release. Again, we're talking about that release of burdens in order to bring you. Tens are about conclusion. All right? Tens are about conclusion. Or, you know, a place of, you know, completion, right? So it does feel as though you're finally letting go of those burdens, like I had said, that were haunting you, maybe perhaps, you know, again, from the past, right? A lot of clarity coming through here. And again, this clarity might have come through that meditation and stillness that you went into, or you're about to head into, or Spirit is guiding you to go into at the moment, especially if you're in this place of, you know, having, look at that Three of Swords coming through, heartache, right? Maybe perhaps there's been heartache, especially from the past. Maybe even currently you're dealing with a heartache situation. And I feel like what Spirit is saying to you is that instead of going into this anxiety or depression, or maybe even perhaps reaction, it's time to get back to your core self, especially with that Ten of Cups coming through. Look at that. We've got the Lovers coming in. Things are working out within divine timing. Even if you don't see it now, by releasing this old energy, it's allowing a new energy, it's allowing a new form, a new situation to heal and come back together, or to heal and move forward in some aspect. And it kind of feels like you've been living your life almost like right on the edge. You know, for some of you, you might have been living in this place, yeah, like feeling out in the cold, you know, feeling like there's no hope, feeling, you know, just in this element of, is this ever going to happen? Am I ever going to receive, you know, what it is that I'm seeking? And I do feel that for many of you, this could have to do with a relationship in some way. All right, let's take a look at that meditation and stillness. We've got that King of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Cups, and we've also got the Five of Cups. So what this is really showing me here is that you have been paying way more attention to the negative aspects of a situation rather than to the positive, instead of looking at things in a more positive manner. Okay, and I know a lot of people say, how do I look at it positively when I feel, you know, so much like crap, or when all of these things keep happening? But the thing is, if you keep focusing on the negative things, how do you move forward? All right, how do you move forward into that place of happiness? We have to get into a state where we're feeling that completion already, sometimes within ourselves. All right, in whatever aspect it has to do with, whether this is money, whether this is relationships, maybe it's perhaps even several situations. All right, that King of Pentacles coming through is really talking about abundance coming in. All right, it's being in a place of securely managing your ability to create and form what it is that you want, filling up your own cup, okay, with that Ace of Cups coming through. All right, stop paying attention to the things that you don't need to pay attention to. All right, and especially if this has to do with relationships, it might be time to really go in and ask yourself, why am I attracted to this type of person? Why am I drawn to these type of situations? Why is it, you know, this is time for some really deep root core adjustment, okay? And this is what I'm getting. Look at that Five of Swords coming through. I do feel, look at Five of Wands coming through, Nine of Wands. I feel like, you know, for some of you, it almost feels like there was a pattern. Okay, there feels like there was a pattern coming through here. Maybe you were going after people that, you know, weren't they weren't reciprocating your energy. All right, and this led you down, you know, several paths that led to some sort of disappointment. Maybe perhaps even for some of you, when the right person did present themselves, you might have had a barrier up. All right, because of the fact that, you know, it's almost like, well, I don't know if I like this person. You know, you're so used to being in this energy of perhaps chasing what it is that you can't have, rather than looking at what you can have and what Spirit is bringing through for you. And I feel that during this meditation time, or, you know, perhaps even during this contemplation time, it feels like that energy is changing. You're starting to recognize now the benefits. You're starting to have gratitude. You're starting to have appreciation for all of the good that Spirit has brought forth. All right. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like this is about mastery. All right, mastery, you know, within yourself. And we have this Ten of Pentacles coming in. So you're mastering that place of that stability, long-term, you know, maybe financial future, maybe long-term longevity within a relationship that's stable, a relationship that's healthy. You know, that strength is coming through. So throughout, you know, this time of contemplation, what it's really bringing you is so much awareness. All right, so much clarity, so much again, gratitude and appreciation towards the things that, you know, Spirit has brought in. Look at that Ace of Pentacles coming through. Right, there is abundance moving forward. You just have to be in a place to be able to accept it. We have this in the hand. The universe is your partner. Yeah, I do feel like, you know, what the universe is saying here is take charge. Take charge of yourself, all right? There's a lot of there's a lot of karmic situations or energies that are being balanced out, and I do feel even being removed at this time, all right? Let's clarify that Justice. Let's take a look at that Justice card. What does this have to do with? I kind of feel that for some of you, you might be ready to, or you might be soon watching a karmic situation play out in some way. Page of Wands coming through. Yeah, look at that. You might be watching some sort of karmic situation about to play out with somebody else. Maybe even somebody that, you know, didn't treat you right, didn't treat you properly. I really keep getting here that as this is going, you know, through, or as you're going through this in some way, that Nine of Swords coming in, try to remember that Spirit is allowing things to happen for a reason, because there is some lessons that need to be learned. Okay, there is some lessons that need to, there might even be new paths for you, new choices for you. All right, that things that are ones that are going to be more of a success, especially with the Six of Pentacles. Somebody that can, you look at that star coming through, right? Somebody that can be that stability, that commitment that you've been wanting. Somebody that, you know, can bring through to you the things that you can give to them. All right, there's a lot of love within your heart here. I do feel that for some of you, you may have been sending that, you know, that energy out to the wrong people, or maybe the people that were just not in a place of accepting it at that point in time. And that's where the universe has stepped in and it's saying, look, get back to your core self, get back to who you truly are, get back to, you know, all of the beautiful things that are within you, because you're not this, you know, Nine of Swords energy. All right, you're not this person who needs to be in a place of anxiety or depression or looking at the negative. Get back to who you truly are. Recognize that beautiful creature of who you are. And we're going to be here beside you the entire time. We're going to be bringing you, you know, new openings, new beginnings with whatever this has to do with. But work with me. And this is what I'm getting. Universe is your partner. It wants to work with you at this time. But if you, you know, stay within the energy that's not, you know, helping you move forward in some form, all right? And if you stay in that energy of focusing only on the negative aspects of things, it's going to be really hard for the universe to bring it forward, because you might not even recognize it when it is presented. So let's take a look at relationships and see what's happening. All right, relationships for our Pisces. And I feel like one more. All right, relationships for our Pisces. We have the thinking man. Oh, look at this thinking woman. All right, and the garden and the gate. All right, so that garden and the gate, this can really talk about sometimes holding ourselves back, all right, or restricting ourselves from enjoying the things that, again, the universe is offering. All right, this is very similar to that Eight of Swords energy within the tarot, which, you know, is really like all she has to do is open the gate. Why is she holding herself back? If you look, there's this beautiful land out there that she can explore and, you know, adventure around, and who knows, you know, what mystical adventure she's going to receive, right? What beauty is she going to see beyond that gate? But it's going to be up to her to really open it. We have that thinking man and the thinking woman. So for me, this looks like a couple, okay? And it does remind me really of that king and queen of swords. For me, what I feel like, it's almost like people are restricting themselves again from moving forward in some way, or releasing. It almost feels like there's too much thought going on. And this could be within a couple, all right? This could be the masculine and the feminine, or maybe even perhaps that masculine and feminine element within yourself, all right? I feel like what Spirit is saying is to release the thoughts. Stop the overthinking. Stop being in that place where you might even be overthinking an entire situation, all right? Or maybe even reliving some of the past. And it's so time to release and release that restriction upon yourself. I'm sorry, I do have summer allergies, so I sound kind of stuffed up, and I apologize. We've got this thinking man coming through. Let's clarify. Yeah, the strength is coming in. We have the wheel coming through and the Two of Cups. Somebody might be in this energy. This could be you. This could be a person. It's taken a lot of strength is what I'm getting. A lot of strength, a lot of, you know, again, open honesty, clarity, closing off old cycles, completion of some sort, especially with that World card. And it feels like the thinking time is done. This is what I keep getting, right? The thinking time is done. It's now time to go with your heart, all right? It's now time to receive the clarity that is needed. You've got, it's like all of the clarity has come through. Now allow yourself the time to absorb it. Now is the time to act on it rather than just being in this place of, you know, overthinking. And again, around and around and around and around, especially with this World card. Let's look at that thinking woman, the hangman. We've got the Knight of Wands and we've got the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like the thinking time is done. I do. I feel like that. I feel like this is now time to release all of that. And go towards, again, get into that core place. I feel like what Spirit is trying to do is saying like somebody is coming through. Now, this could be your person because we did have that masculine and feminine. This could be a new energy if that applies to you. More so than somebody from the past, all right? But are you going to be able to accept it? Are you going to be able to open your heart up to it? Are you going to be able to move forward? Are you in that place yet? All right? Nine of Cups coming in. 10 of Wands again. Ace of Cups. Let's clarify that that 10 of Wands. Got that King of Pentacles again. Judgment. Well, the only thing that's really putting this burden on you, the thing that is putting this burden on you is your own obsessive thoughts or your own obsessive thinking, or maybe even perhaps for some, you know, your actions, right? Again, are you going towards the right person? Are you allowing a new energy to come in? Or maybe perhaps, you know, you're thinking of a relationship as soon as you meet somebody, right? Like it's almost as though allow the energy to flow. Allow the energy to flow naturally in some way. Allow a natural progression of a relationship. And if somebody isn't being, reciprocal, how do you say that? If they're not, you know, exchanging that energy back and forth, it might be time to move on because that's where that success is coming through. We have that King of Wands coming in. I do feel like for some of you, you might have, we had that Knight and that King of Wands coming in. For some of you, you might have been really going towards the people that had an exciting energy. Maybe perhaps there was even passion there. Maybe you saw something within them that, you know, brought about a sense of excitement. Might have even been sexual desire. But it does feel like there's a lot of in and out energy here. It doesn't feel like a strong, committed energy. And that's what you're seeking. I feel like you are, you know, for many of you, that's exactly what you're seeking. Or at least somebody who can be open with you, can be honest with you, that you can see, you know, that future with that star. All right? Could be somebody from the past. I feel like there's a change coming. I feel like there's a change coming within a relationship through here. It kind of feels like getting back to yourself will bring through the change that you've been needing, the change that you've been desiring. Again, this could be a new person coming in. Could be somebody from the past. It's going to be up to you, though, to open the gate. And I do feel like there's a lot of guarded energy coming in here. Right? A lot of guarded energy coming in. It's time to move forward, though. Like you're really hanging on to somebody. This is somebody who's holding their, you know, cards close to the chest, right? This is somebody who's not revealing all of their cards. This is somebody who's holding themselves back. Queen of Cups coming through. I feel like there's something coming in here. Something that's coming in to bring you out of the stagnancy, to bring you out of this energy that again may have been a repeated pattern or over and over and over again. Yeah. It's time to move forward. Eight of Pentacles, this is about self-mastery, right? Like you're mastering moving forward. You're mastering accepting people for who they are, but also going to the root and the core of who you are. Look at that, Ace of Swords, a lot of clarity coming through to you. And I feel like being in that place of that meditation, that quiet, allowing the messages to come through, allowing spirit to guide you is going to be that path forward. All right. This is what is going to really start opening that gate for you and allowing you to walk through it. Because I kind of feel like spirit is almost saying to you, look at, you know what, you've been here long enough. Isn't it time to move forward? Isn't it time to, you know, I accept you for who you are in all of your beauty, right? In all of your beautiful energy, and allow us to guide you now. All right. Don't be in this place of trying to control something. Don't be in this place of trying to push something forward that, you know, maybe isn't just meant to be forward at this time. But I do feel there's an energy changing, and it does feel like by opening that gate, you're going to discover either somebody coming back in a new energy, ready to have that commitment, releasing the burdens of those past, or it might be a new energy that's, you know, about to present themselves. So let's get some messages from spirit and see what's coming through. Messages from spirit. We have experience a rebirth. Can't make that up, guys. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's time to allow yourself this new energy. All right. And how do we do that? By going into that place of meditation, by allowing, I can't get that to stand up. By allowing ourselves to experience that rebirth, not staying stuck in the new energy. Not staying stuck in that energy of, you know, whatever it was. Look at this. Learn from karma. Learn from karma. Okay. Some of this that happened, you know, there was an element of karma. It's like we're not learning our lesson. So sometimes lessons repeat themselves. All right. And it's time to learn from them and rebirth. I truly love this. So thank you so much for watching, Pisces. If this reading did resonate with you, please click like. Please subscribe to the channel, as I truly, truly appreciate it. Take care. We'll see you next time, and many blessings.